I'm here today with Mary Jane Russelburg, and I'll start, Mary Jane, by asking you, what do you do here at the Cumberland County Historical Society?
I volunteer in the library, helping mostly helping patrons do research on either family genealogy background, sometimes property research, occasionally some Indian school research. Those are the main things.
Okay. How long have you been a volunteer?
I've been a volunteer for somewhere between 3 and 4 years, but I've worked here. I started out actually as an employee here back in, I think, 2002, and I worked here in the library for maybe 8 years, 7 or 8 years, and then I worked with the director for about 3 years, and then when she retired, I retired and then sort of just moved back to the library as in the capacity of a volunteer.
What made you interested in coming back as a volunteer?
I loved working in the library here. I don't have a history background. I'm not any kind of history expert by any means, but I actually, it's the research I think that I enjoy. It's sort of like solving little mysteries. And I also just enjoyed working with people that would come in and, you know, patrons that would come in to visit the library to do research. We have people who come to this historical society from all over the United States as well as overseas, so you do get a chance to meet some really interesting people, and occasionally you realize what a small world it is. We've had people in here from 2 very different places around the country, coincidentally researching at the same time, researching the same family, which is always kind of fun when things like that happen. But
And what would you say the most interesting item or object you've come across in the collection is?
oh my gosh, there have been so many things that I can't probably point to a specific one right at the moment. But sometimes the old newspapers, I mean the ones from the 19th century newspapers, articles, the way that they wrote things, you realize that, you know, they didn't have television or even radio for entertainment. So sometimes some of the descriptions of accidents or different events were so written with such dramatic flair that you can kind of tell they were clearly also served as a certain form of, I hate to say entertainment, but that's
Yeah.
what it was sometimes. And, you know, sometimes we think things that we see or hear today are a little more graphic than we would like, but I've seen a few things that were surprisingly, you know, just more descriptive than what I would have expected at that time period. But there's just, yeah, there's always something that kind of comes up, some document you'll come across that, a historic document that you think, wow, we have that right here in, you know, our little museum here in Carlisle, and
Yeah.
so, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for volunteering and for speaking with me today.
Sure.